Hello and welcome to the next episode. We are already in episode 7 of our custom brutal difficulty playthrough for our academy. We are currently with the objectives in a mixture of everything. So we do have the most important ones done. So we have abducted and we've taken an alien out. And now we still need to talk to them and research what they want and so on, but we know already that we have to fight them eventually. So currently also we are in an expansion phase here on Earth, or rather a consolidation phase that we are uniting into our bigger states like the Gulf Union here, the United Arab League, the West African Community, and later the African Union, which is already unlocked. I, however, switched out of the research here temporarily, so I'm not going to continue the Union for now, because I want to get the Marine Assault Unit researched here, so that we can make a Marine ship here to take out 2 more bases on Mars, because I think that I want that one base from Humanity First here, the Olympus Mons for the mixture of everything, especially in fissiles and nobles. And then one more volatile site, like, not sure, probably something like this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. I have to decide which is the second one, but anything that yields a decent amount of volatiles and water, just to wrap up our income in preparation for an eventual war in the future.
Ready for orders.
And this is of course also where I have to make some decisions now. For example, I need to guide the global research in the direction of the Helican, so that we have a decent drive to get out of Earth, or out of Earth orbit. For which we still need the high energy electromagnetic repulsion, for which we still need the superconducting magnets. And the problem is that we cannot do this and at the same time aim for quantum encryption. Currently we are working in the direction of quantum encryption with the atomic manipulation, but we are going to not get this research slot here. Instead we have to see which one after these 2 we can maybe win. And I have to make a decision in which direction I want to research. But of course it depends also, like, what will the AI pick here? So the other factions, what will they be interested in? Do they go in the direction of quantum? Or do they maybe go into the direction of the ion helican drives here? Which I definitely want to get eventually. Because then we can, for example, expand the belt or build our first fleet that can actually fight. Ray guns are already theoretically unlocked. We do have the... Oh, where is it though? I thought we had the ray gun already. Wait a second. Am I blind? Okay, let's check this in the tech tree, because I was sure that we researched ray gun. Maybe I already researched it? Yeah, ray gun is done. No, it's not gun. It can be researched. Oh, I thought I already did it. But I probably only looked at it and thought about it and yeah. Okay, I need to push that one in as well anytime soon. But it's not more urgent than getting a drive out. Without drive we also don't need weapons. Oh, nothing outside of torpedoes and rockets though. We should, however, save this army. It's very damaged here. And hopefully the annexation will be done in a second here. And then we can focus our attention into West Africa next. And with that, I'm going to head into everything. We, of course, want to also break the alien admin this episode, hopefully. For which we need to do a lot of public opinion. So we should get started on this one soonish. I need to check what our chances are on the coup etats here on these nations that we have to conquer.
Sentiment is increasingly with us.
So that's something I have to investigate as well, because most of that is protectorate or servant held, like these ones here. So I need to check if I can do this with the guys I have around currently. And then if that works out nicely, then we can get started on public opinions already. which would be very useful here. So that one is done. We go back into African Union, and now we're going to design a simple. As a gunship is probably enough, right? But we need some escort. No, corvette. Corvette has 3 utility slots. Yeah, let's make a corvette here. So we just do a rocket, we do a fuel cell, we do a radiator, and then we do 3 marine modules here, and then nothing here. And the role, of course, will be a troop carrier. Ah yeah, we need a propellant tank as well. This should be enough already to be able, from the shipyard, send marines to the surface. Costs are totally okay. So let's save the design and construct one of those here on Mars. And that's it. And then we should be able to be roughly in time 2 months from now. That's even earlier than the research is going to finish, but that's fine. So we have it on its way, and then we can use that to take 2 bases out on Mars, and then we can disband the ship again. And now I'm going to just head forward here to see how everything develops. Well, it's quite funny, but even I make mistakes. So apparently when we were designing the ship, I didn't properly save. So apparently I constructed one of the bait class ships from last episode, which of course is completely useless here. So bye-bye. I don't know what happened and what I did here. But yeah, so corvette is what we wanted to do. I don't know what was going on there. So why did it not save it? Was I missing something? Was I blind? And so, and 1 propellant, this should be fine. Tiger. Oh, did I maybe press no? Maybe I pressed no. So the bait class can basically go, but they will keep it around for now. And now we do 90 days, and then we can finally take over one of the Mars bases. It was of course an unfortunate delay that I didn't notice. And meanwhile we have finished stuff here. I'm trying to get space medicine, but I joined the race too late because I was busy doing other things, and so we probably lose the race here for space medicine. But maybe we can get the next research slot afterwards there. Meanwhile, the annexation of Oman is very tedious because we had to retreat again. And yeah, but we can finally move out again, at least with 1 army and soon the others. And then we can also go back into Sudan and then finally continue our adventures. It's definitely slow currently. But yeah, it's just as it is. We have terrible military ratings here, 3.6 and 3.3 and so on, so conquests take forever if you have this kind of a low-tech army. Nothing compared to if you invade with 6 American armies here with 4.7, that's a lot stronger. But yeah, we have to make do with what we can work with. The only good thing is that our science output of the West African community is going up nice and steadily, and we will surpass 100 output pretty soon. Okay, I think we can begin the game against the alien admin to finish it on Earth. I already did, I think, 3 public or 4 public, successful public campaigns, so that we got a bit of public opinion now, pushing hard against the alien admin here now, but also, and good for us, the Indian-Chinese alliance under Humanity First has decided to declare war. And this is of course perfect for us now, because we are going to do unrest at the same time. Oh, they are conquering here, so we shouldn't do
Ready for my mission.
our unrest mission. Let's do it over here. Oh no, let's force it in in here. A 1. So we are going to start making unrest here. Chances are going up due to the fact that our public opinion goes up. So, but we only have 17 on this one, but 25 on Pulat here. So Pulat has extremely good chances here. Plus 8. Yeah, we could even move him into the capital if we want to. Maybe, but not yet, I think. Later, probably. And they will counter us. I tested already once. As we can see here, I made an unrest mission already 2 times. Just to see how they react. And they immediately put basically all their investment points into oppression. Which will cancel out a lot of our increase of unrest. So let's see if that works out as we hope it will. Why can't we? Confirm mission, right. Yeah. So,
console.
ideally, what I hope will happen here is that these 2 will get occupied and maybe even annexed or something. They could even naval invade into the capital here if they want to. Ooh, they're coming from Mars again. Come on, really? Benin again. So 0.5.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
This one didn't work.
The uprising is underway.
Yeah,
We're winning
the
their
problem
hearts
is that
and
we are
minds.
only going to get a tiny bit of unrest here because the rest value is 0. So this will not... This will be a very slow process. Let's see how well this will work out. In the worst case, we have to also declare war, but we only have 1 navy, so that doesn't really help here at all. But yeah, let's see. Let's do like 3 or 4 mission phases and then check out the results from this. So the adventures here on Earth in regards to building up unrest in the alien admin are mediocre at best. I would even say they are failing. I still will continue for now because I think we have to try and we have to just go along with the current ongoing conquest here. But what I want to note here is now with the annexations here done and also Sudan has fallen partially to the United Arab Emirates. This one apparently isn't a claim here. But still, we do have now almost 300 million in the Arab League. Pretty good. And now I'm going to start going through these nations first and then go here. But what I want to highlight, I have made one of the bait class ships here on Earth because I want to disrupt this surveillance mission here. I want to get a bit more aggressive now to see what we can pull off. Of course, we intend to lose our ship here. And so we just go into the fight. So start battle. And we don't have anything on this ship. Like, we have no weapons at all. So it's just a hull with an engine and some heroes. I mean, I could try to do a ramming speed here, but we don't have the fuel for this, and neither would it get close enough anyway. So the lasers would take it apart because we don't have armor, so bye bye, heroes of humanity. And this, however, should stop their surveillance mission. They're like disrupted. And so of course we don't get hate from this because we died. But they also don't really lose hate to us here. But we do get an update, I think. No, we didn't. Ah, sad. But yeah, so let's check. The surveillance mission should be... Yeah, it got disrupted until January now. So we can wait a bit before we make a new ship and then we just do the same again. Therefore, make sure that they do not do surveillance missions here. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so my theory is correct. We will not be able to get enough unrest going in the alien admin this way. The reason for this is that each oppression point, and they are investing heavily as soon as they have a bit of unrest, is reducing 0.2, which is equal to 1. We get on average 0.5 to 0.5 per action. And not only do we get generate hate this way, it's also they just need to invest 2 points per month or 4 points per month if we use both actions to counter this, and they have 13. So this is impossible to beat. It means that I really have to either make navies and go there myself, or we just wait out what's going to happen here. They do have 3 navies. Might be enough, maybe not. Let's see. But I hope that we can see and wait what the results will be here. Because I don't think we have a different, another angle to approach this for now. It also means that we have to live with the agents on Earth that are around. Which is a problem, of course. But yeah, I will have to think about it, what we can do here now. We could consider building navies and then go there. That's an option I need to also consider now. Okay, time to wrap up this episode. We have reached April 2033 already. So time has passed extremely quickly. We see that the aliens already have 33 ships, so they're slowly ticking up here. There's some stuff again flying towards Earth, probably fighting one of our colleagues here on Earth, like Exodus, for example. There's also one fleet here in high lunar orbit, which has, if I remember correctly, taken out one fleet there. And yeah, this is of course all dangerous because we are not in a position to take anything of that currently. But we have to prepare for doing exactly that. And we are currently still flying under the radar, barely, with 50 mission control and 360 control points. But we are breaking 2.4k science now, without any science labs or any major nation, which is pretty decent. And our nation building is proceeding nicely. So our West African community now has almost 600 million people. We are trying to finish up the last conquest here. Not the last, but the last for this episode, and then we're going to make a bit of a break here until, of course, the next episode. Let's get the iron drive out of the way right away. Let's talk about science in a second. So the West African community then only has Morocco left, which we are going to transfer as well. But for this, we have to break our pacts with Exodus. Exodus has been our best friend so far. And we have to go against this, though. So we are going to annex the North African bits here. And then we are going to switch focus to the south here. The African Union is almost done, which means we can just use the armies that we have and work our way south towards South Africa and annex everything into Ethiopia itself. And this, of course, is... we should probably take control of Madagascar here. Then peacefully unify it. Can we already ally them? Is that possible? No, can't. Yeah, we should have done this so that we get these guys in, but it's not urgent. And yeah, that's probably going to happen in the next episode while we nation build West Africa further. And we have been decently successful here on global research, so quantum computing is incoming, which will allow us to do some research campuses, and we should, even though it will be expensive. Superconducting magnets is also coming in, which will go into high energy electromagnetic propulsion, which will get us to the Pelican drive in the next episode. I'm pushing both of them pretty hard currently, even though Humanity First might win this race here, even though they are not investing heavily right now. And overall, from there, we are in a decent shape. And also nuclear fusion methodologies is already unlocked. And the Exodus and Protectorate have been heavily investing into this, which is, I say thank you, because that's one big thing out of the way for the future already, which means we can get closer to using no longer the fission reactor arrays, instead switch to fusion reactor arrays, which will be a big change. And income-wise, we also have been improving here a bit. We didn't get any mining orcs as of now, like, oh, we have 5%, but that's the only one we found so far, which has to do with the research that has been unlocked here, because the mining orcs are not yet truly available. Although, oh no, wait a second, this one, it was a tech that was before quantum computing. Right, so we can now start collecting mining orcs. Good that I checked. I completely forgot about this. I thought they are still not unlocked, so I need to get these two here. And have to squeeze them somewhere, which probably means that we can go use this person here, the Verena, where we can invest into persuasion, and then we can get rid of some orcs, like, I don't know, this one. There we go. And then we can take Cassiopeia in. And then we still need one more. Where are we currently? 25. Okay, maybe someone else can take one. Not you. Probably not you as well. This one can go. So, bye-bye. Take it here. There we go. So, and now let's finish up this episode with the last major additions to the West African community here, and let's see where we are, because we're also going to peacefully unify with the Central African Republic here.
Opinion is moving in our direction.
And let's see, can we get it done in this mission phase? Probably not, because our armies are extremely weak by now, but we can unify here. We go. So one. We should be fine there. There's no other mining orc, right? So, no, not this mission phase, so maybe in the next one. Ooh, we have to be a bit careful here. If they will get below 10%, we have to pull them out. Yeah, whatever they are doing. Now let's see, we are at 80%. Yeah, you have to get out of here. Army, go home. Go home. We are going to go home with all the armies that we own afterwards, because we are going to do a little bit of a break here with the annexations. Okay, this is fine. Let's wrap it up. We have already improved public opinion here. Let's go back into nanofactories, so that we are ready for a coup d'etat whenever we want to. And then we can go after these. But we are going to go heal our armies first, and then prepare for a new war here in the north. And then we go south, of course. Well, let's see, 80%, 86. Come on. 93.
Violence is abating.
Things are cooling off.
And
We're
come on,
winning their
last
hearts
tick.
and minds. We've moved the needle.
Really, he ran. Okay, and come on, one more tick. There we go. Perfect. So, all armies go home. And here we are, 630 million, roughly. With almost 2% growth per year, which is a lot. And we do have a capacity of 27 mission control now, which will take a while to fill out. I have changed some of the research station here, that we have the highest possible invest that we can. No, it's only 26%. Is there still one missing? I was sure I have all of them. I will check again, but 3, 7, and then the new one. It's 11. Oh, that's knowledge. Oh. Ah, my bad. Yeah, right. That will not work out then. Okay, so then I have to find a spot where I can make some space science labs as well. In the end, it was one too many though, so we can change one of those into a space science lab. There we go. I have to recalculate the others as well, but we need tier 2 research soon. Really soon. This will decomplicate, make everything simpler here. And also get us the best investments here that we can pull off. Because we are a bit limited by mission control now, so 75 is the new... No, 60... 70-5 is... No, 25% of 50... 62-5. So we have to be very careful here currently. We could basically not afford taking out a ship or an alien agent as of now. But we have to prepare as fast as possible now that we get into a defensive stance for Mars and Earth. Which means after alien tech, we also have to get railguns and so on, which we still need to squeeze somewhere up here. But yeah, we have to prepare ship projects basically and get ready for everything.
We are making progress.
And this is not easy, in my opinion, currently. As there are so many things we have to consider and contest with. Might... Like, what do we research currently? Do we have anything that is super urgent? Yeah, we do. For example, still need the operation center, but we don't need it right now. Because it's still... We still don't have the basis for this, more or less. And we also don't really have the money to support a major space presence. So we have nanofactories unlocked though. Ah yeah, we want this one here though. And it's all about getting the drive, getting railguns, getting some kind of weapon that can bring us into the proper mid-game here. And the nation building will continue, of course. So, leave a like and subscribe. It's here the next episode where all of this will continue. And hopefully our science will finally develop into some really nice numbers here.